This is a nation building platform, and this particular one is designed, or it's specifically for morals. Yes. Um, we do not want our society to decay anymore. Like, it has already gotten to a point, but we have started to restructure, we have started to refine, we have started to pump in the right initiative. We have started to, bring um, people who have positive mindsets together. Okay, we have started to bring in people who have positive mindsets. All right, so we have a special mantra, which is manga. We have a special mantra, which is manga: make Africa and Nigeria great again. And it's not something, it's not a spectator score. All right, it's not. We have to do this together, or we want everyone to join us. Okay, so it's the right place to be. Honestly, it's the right place to be. And I am Fares. Okay, so let me just um, leave the introduction like that. Okay, I just decided to shorten it. Maybe next time I'll go deeper. All right, so um, we have something very unique for today, and I promised us that we're going to be watching a short video or a tale. You understand? And I'm just glad that we are set. Yes, we are set. All right, we are set, and it is a story for reflection and wisdom. All right, it is a
Councilman Fares, in case you have hit your mic, we cannot hear you.
why is this thing reconnecting
Okay,
again?
we can hear you now. We can hear you now. Councilman Fares, please go
Please, am
ahead.
I being heard? I think
Yes,
it's my network now.
we can
I
hear
have
you.
to. Okay, can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
Hello. Okay, you can hear me. Thank you. It was reconnecting, so I had to pause. Yes. Um, you see, I sent something a while ago.
Welcome in,
Today's
please.
36 and beyond. So what to expect? All right. An inspiring cartoon.
I think the speaker is having a network glitch.
After the video, okay, let me come again. I think it just reconnected now. I think I have good network now. Okay, connected. I can see connected. All right, let me repeat. I said today's session
Hmm.
we are going to be watching a short video. It's a tale. All right,
Hmm.
that's what we're going to be doing. We'll begin by watching a short video. All
Okay.
right, a story, a tale, or an inspiring cartoon chosen to teach valuable moral lessons.
Okay. My
Another thing uh, we should
please,
expect,
run
all
away,
right?
please.
So we're expected to reflect
Stop it.
and
No,
share,
please,
all right?
not
After the video, everyone will have a chance to share what they learned, okay? So we have a segment for children, we have a segment for adults, all right? So it is for children, it is for adults, and we're going to be asking now. We have a key question, and the key question is, what moral lesson have you learned from the video you watched? All right. So that's what we're going to be doing. That's what we're going to be doing. If you have a thought, if you have an idea, if you have a comment, we have our comment box. All right, so just put it there. Just put it there, because sometimes people may say one of two things, and if it is not documented, if it is not recorded, if it is not, um, we it may be forgotten. All right, but any message that is that has been typed or written, it's going to be very, very difficult, except you lose that sheet, or except you lose that paper or jotter or notepad, whatever thing. Okay, so it's important. And without further ado, I believe we are ready to play the video. So let me hand over the button to um, Master Genie. So as soon as he's done playing the video, I will continue from there. So please, sir, let's have our video for today. And I told us that the title is The Talking Drum, right? Did anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me rather? All right. Okay. The Talking Drum of Truth. So I told us that it's a story for reflection and wisdom. So let us sit back, let's relax. All right. MG, over to you, please. And those on TikTok, pardon my manners. You're welcome. Good evening, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. All right. MG, are you there?
Hello, CP.
Yes.
I'm here with you, CP.
Go ahead. Yes, go ahead. I have handed over. Play the video. Yes, that's what I said. I'm already done with the intro.
Yeah, it's having problem uploading. So maybe let's continue talking now and other. It's not coming up. Bear with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Okay, everyone, you just heard Master Genie. He's unable. We're sorry, he's unable to play the video right now, and it's not intentional. Okay, so but we have to continue. All right, we have to continue. As soon as he's able to play it, we will still play it. All right,
100.
because we have it is already made. It is ready, but there's a technical issue. So I have the storyline here. I am going to be reading it out. If you're on TikTok, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, please stay with us. Okay, stay with us. Now, the title of this story is The Talking Drum of Truth. The Talking Drum of Truth. And I told us that it is a story for reflection and wisdom. It is a story for reflection and wisdom. Now, let me start. There was once a peaceful village nestled between tall trees, flowing rivers, and wide farm lands. Every morning, the sun rose gently over the huts, and the air filled with the sounds of birds singing and children laughing.
Hello, sister.
In this village, life was simple, but it was guided by something very powerful:
Your phone.
truth and wisdom.
How was your journey now?
At the center of the village sat a great tree.
Okay.
where the elders gathered.
There now. Let me see. Shower, okay. Shower, okay.
Among them was a wise old elder, respected by all. He was the keeper of something very special, something sacred. It was called the talking drum of truth. It was called the talking drum of truth. This was no ordinary drum. It was believed that whenever it was beaten, truth would be revealed, hidden things brought to light, secrets uncovered, and honesty made clear for all to see. Young boy named Kofi. All right. Kofi was clever. He was strong.
All right, no while. Káwọn mọ̀ pé nílẹ̀ ń travel gan ni èmi gan bá ṣe ní kí n lọ bá àwọn ọmọ ṣe Easter ní Belfast. No, ìgbà tí mi ti gbúrò ìyá wọn náà jẹ́ kí n fi wọ́n lẹ̀ jàre. Kò sí wàhálà. Nà ó kàn déédé go mute náà lèmi náà ṣe fílẹ̀ jàre, má worry sister, má worry. Èyí nǹkan tí mo pa àwọn ọmọ nìkan mo kàn bá sọ̀rọ̀ náà òun náà ò sọ nǹkan so jẹ́ kí n rọra fílẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin ìdárayá ti dé ibi tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń lọ ẹ̀jọ̀ ẹ pè mí kọ́kàn mi lè balẹ̀.
Okay.
Táwọn ọmọ wà okay.
I lost connection at some point, so let me rewind a little bit. Let me repeat from this point.
All right, take it.
Or better still, let me just start afresh, but I'll run through. So, the talking drum of truth. So this is a story for reflection and wisdom, okay? So let's stay tuned. There was once a peaceful village nestled between tall trees, flowing rivers, and wide farmlands. Every morning, the sun rose gently over the huts, and the air filled with the sounds of birds singing and children laughing. In this village, life was simple, but it was guided by something very powerful: truth and wisdom. Truth and wisdom. At the center of the village sat a great tree where the elders gathered. Among them was a wise old elder, respected by all. He was the keeper of something very special, something sacred. It was called the talking drum of truth. It was called the talking drum of truth. This was no ordinary drum. It was believed that whenever it was beaten, truth would be revealed, hidden things brought to light, secrets uncovered, and honesty made clear for all to see. Now, in this same village lived a young boy named Kofi. Kofi was clever. Kofi was strong. Kofi had great potential, all right? But there was one problem. Kofi was impatient. Kofi was impatient. He often watched as other young people in the village were praised for their honesty, their hard work, and their character. And deep inside him, something began to grow. Envy. All right? That's what started to grow. Envy. ENVY. One day, as he sat alone, he spoke quietly to himself. Why must I wait so long to be respected? Why must I struggle when others have been praised? There must be a faster way. All right? Or let me try giving him a particular voice. All right. Let me use another character for Kofi, okay? Just to make everything blend very well. All right. So, not long after, Kofi heard whispers among the villagers about the talking drum of truth. They say it reveals everything. They say nothing can be hidden from it. And suddenly, an idea formed in his mind. If I had that drum, Kofi thought, I could become important. I could gain respect quickly. Now I'm using Kofi's voice, all right? The next day, Kofi went to meet the elder. He bowed his head slightly and said, Sir, I have heard about the talking drum. I wish to learn from it. The elder looked at him carefully. He saw beyond Kofi's words into his heart. And he said, This drum does not belong to those who seek shortcuts. It belongs to those who honor truth. Kofi forced a small smile. I only wish to learn, he replied. But the elder shook his head gently. Truth is not a tool for gain, he said. It is a path for growth. Kofi left, but his heart was not at peace. All right? Kofi's heart was not at peace. Let me continue. That night, while the village slept and the moon shone softly in the sky, Kofi crept quietly toward the elder's hut. Step by step, slowly, carefully, until he found it. The talking drum. Without thinking twice, he took it and disappeared into the darkness. At first, everything seemed to go exactly as Kofi had hoped. He began to beat the drum. You understand? He began to beat the drum in secret and then in public. Each time, hidden truths were revealed. Each time, hidden truths were revealed. People's secrets came out. Mistakes were exposed. Private matters became public. The villagers were shocked. How does he know all this? They wondered. Soon, people began to notice Kofi. They talked about him. They feared him. Some even admired him. And Kofi smiled. He thought, now I am important. You understand? But something was wrong. Very wrong. Because as the days passed, the village began to change. Friends stopped trusting each other. Families began to argue. People became afraid to speak freely. Laughter faded. Peace disappeared. The village that once lived in unity began to fall apart. And even Kofi was not spared. One day, he used the drum and revealed something that hurt his closest friend deeply. The pain in his friend's eyes was something he could not ignore. Slowly, people began to withdraw from Kofi. They avoided him. They no longer trusted him. They no longer welcomed him. They avoided him. They no longer trusted him. They no longer welcomed him. And then something even stranger happened. Each time Kofi beat the drum, its sound began to change. It no longer sounded clear. It became harsh. You know, a sound that, it no longer sounded clear. It became harsh, distorted, unsettling. Let me continue. One evening, Kofi sat alone. No friends, no praise, no peace. And for the first time, he realized the truth. I wanted respect, he said quietly, but I have brought pain. With a heavy heart, he picked up the drum and walked back to the elder. He fell to his knees. I am sorry, he said. I wanted to be seen, but I have destroyed what mattered most. The elder looked at him, not with anger, but with understanding. Not with anger, but with understanding. And he said, truth must be guided by love, patience, and responsibility. Let me continue. The next day, in front of the entire village, Kofi returned the drum. He apologized, not with pride, not with excuses, but with sincerity. And from that day on, he began again. He helped others. He spoke kindly. He chose patience over shortcuts. Slowly, very slowly, the village began to heal. Trust returned. Laughter came back. Peace was restored. And Kofi, he finally earned something far greater than quick praise. He earned true respect. Let me continue. One evening, the elder gathered the children and spoke these words. Wisdom is not in knowing the truth alone, but in knowing what to do with it. I'll take that again. Wisdom is not in knowing the truth alone, but in knowing what to do with it. And so the talking drum returned to silence, but its message continued to echo in every heart that chose truth with wisdom. That is the end of this amazing story. All right. Or we have come to the end of this amazing tale, the talking drum of truth. Don't forget, it is a story for reflection and wisdom. Okay. I believe you all enjoyed the story.
Maybe the president is currently engaged.
All right. Yes, yes, I'm engaged now. But okay. Okay, Pastor Jimmy, kindly help us with a question. Can truth ever be harmful? In what context?
Yes, Latina Perez. Thank you so much for this great platform. The 36 and Beyond Moral Network is not a spectator sport, it's a call for everyone. According to your question, yes, truth can be harmful. You know, on the global cluster, we always talk about sharing accurate knowledge and information, affordable education, but we need to realize that not many people has went through these settings that the global cluster is giving us now. If we are saying affordable education, it means that you can go to school, you can study, you can understand a lot of things educational wise without breaking the bank, Abby. And then comes the truth. And some people will now bring you back to the culture that does not work anymore, to the old mindset that does not work anymore. Do you understand? So, yes, in Yoruba, they will say truth can be bitter. You understand? And that is how it still works still. Because some people, yes, Otito Koro, thank you. You understand? So, in the way you have asked that question, it goes beyond the way that we cannot finish it under 1 hour. But in a nutshell, truth is meant to make life easy. Truth is meant to make life peaceful. Truth is meant to make people collaborate, not divided. But how do people handle the truth? If I am a supporter of fabricated lies, fabricated stories, when somebody speaks truth around me, and I think that that truth is going to change what I've impressed on people, then I will not support the truth. And if I have influence, I will get people to put that truth in a way that it will not see the daylight and nobody will believe the truth, which is not a very good thing. It is going on in our area, it is going on in our community, it is going on everywhere, unless people now start taking charge. And when you see, it's just like something that Ambassador Evangelist Abosede said the other day, that you see it, you say about it, and then it gets sorted. You understand? So, yes, not a lot of people accept truth because um, truth always makes things easy. Truth always makes things visible. But when you lie, when you fabricate lie, when you kind of call black white, it takes a lot of energy to convince people. Whereas like when you're telling the truth, you don't need a lot of energy to convince people when you're telling the truth. So when people disregard truth, then they create room for confusion, they create room for division, they create room for uh, enmity. Do you understand? Because when we all speak truth, truth is like fire. Let's take it like that. Truth is like a burning fire. Anything that comes around fire, the fire can consume. What happens to it? The fire consumes it. Because the fire does not have time to argue with an inferior material. And that is how the truth is. The truth does not have time to argue with a biased, diabolical, on as in a lying spirit that can go in any way. People can tell you lies in a way that you will think they are telling you truth too, and you will never know. So in life, no matter what stage we meet ourselves, no matter what class we meet ourselves, no matter what standard we are, truth always makes life better. There's nobody that say, say that truth where you talk. Now you put my business in trouble. If a truth puts your business in trouble, that means you have been lying the whole time to your customers. You understand? So telling the truth has always been a valuable prospect. Telling the truth has been a valuable talent or attribute or attitude, or let's put it as a currency. So in a way, and let me attribute this to the 36 and beyond moral network. This is where we are saying, instead of sitting down and cooking fabricated conspiracy, why don't you put the truth together to elevate, to connect, to empower the community that you belong to? In Yoruba, they will say irọ́ lè lọ fógún ọdún, but ọjọ́ kan òótọ́ máa bá. Me, I want us to put that in the old mindset. In the new mindset, why don't we choose truth? Huh? Why don't we choose telling the motherfucking truth? You know, why you see the same Yoruba that say, "Taba sọ síbẹ̀, ní kú síbẹ̀." Abi, it's the same Yoruba that says that òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ò kágbọ̀n. You understand? So you just have to choose the path of telling the truth, because
What does it mean? What does that?
I wish that I'm sorry. I wish I can elaborate on it. Otoro Kagbon, like I'm from Ekiti. I should understand that, but right now it's just not coming. But Otoro Kagbon means like Otoro. I'm sorry. Our global president, sir.
That one for ChatGPT, okay. Dr.
You cannot be telling me to be asking something that they invented after me now. To go and ask every damn thing.
But it has been put there.
Kò lè mọ̀ túmọ̀. Oh yeah, you use them. Oh yeah, you use them. Sparky Kabiru. Oh yeah, you use ChatGPT answer that question. Oh yeah, let's go. Cluster Fares. Oh yeah, about you question here again.
No, you talking now. You say you thought Okagbo.
I the question tell you, they mean down low so that Sparky Kabiru can fall in line.
No, let him just give us the meaning of Otoro Okagbo. Does he know the meaning of that Kabiru? What's the meaning of Otoro Okagbo? What does it mean?
Okay, ṣé nǹkan tó ń sọ nìyẹn?
Ẹ kọ̀ dáhùn eléyìí náà.
Okay, ìtumọ̀ ẹ̀ ní tó bá ní ọ̀pọ̀rọ̀ Òkágbọ̀n náà pé o, àbí kí lẹ pè é?
Okay, ọ̀pọ̀rọ̀ Òkágbọ̀n, okay, Otoro Òkágbọ̀n lèmi sọ, mi ò gbọ́ Yorùbá ní sọ̀rọ̀.
Otoro Òkágbọ̀n kò ó go wrong. Ọ̀pọ̀rọ̀ Òkágbọ̀n ó dàbí ẹni tí tá a béèrè ọlọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pé kó go straight to the point.
Ó wá ń sọ too much talk.
Pé ilé tó wù tó sọ nǹkan tá a fẹ́ gbọ́ ni kó sọ. Ìtumọ̀ ẹ̀ nìyẹn. Èsì Otoro Òkágbọ̀n ọ̀pọ̀rọ̀ ni.
Ọ̀pọ̀rọ̀ ní Cluster Fares, sorry, my apologies.
Ó dàbí ẹni tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ pé kò ó waste time, pé kó go straight to the point.
Okay. So, Master Genie, Sparky Kabiru don't help us already. So, Sparky Kabiru, before Master Genie to parí nǹkan sọ, wọ́n ti bí ní question yìí. Màá try láti fi sí Yorùbá. Sísọ òótọ́, can truth ever be harmful? Ṣé mo sọ òótọ́? Ṣé ó lè pa mí lára? Sísọ òótọ́, ṣé ó lè pààyàn lára? Ṣé ó lè pa mí lára? So question tí Sparky Káyọ̀dé ní kí n bí nìyẹn, kan sáré dáhùn ìyẹn, then it will continue. Ó yẹ sọ̀rọ̀, ẹ ti on mute, à ń gbọ́ yín.
Okay, ẹni pé sísọ òótọ́ kó mọ́ ń pààyàn lára.
Ṣé máa ń pààyàn lára?
Nítòótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá náà ló sọ wípé ká tòótọ́ ká kú síbẹ̀, ó sọ kí apárọ́ ká wà láàyè lọ.
Confirm.
Ṣé rí ọ̀rọ̀ ilé ayé tẹ̀ ń wò yìí ká sọ òtítọ́ ìwé ẹni tá a sọ sí ó lè má like ẹ o. Ó bẹ́tà kó má fẹ́ràn rẹ̀ ju kó wá padà find out pé ọ̀tọ̀ ni bọ́rọ̀ ṣe jẹ́ ọ̀tọ̀ ni nǹkan tá a sọ fún òun. Àbí kó wá padà find out pé irọ́.
Ó máa dùn ju bẹ́ẹ̀ sòtọ́ tẹ́ bá sòtọ́ fún tó bá padà find out tó kó tọrọ náà ló wà ń bẹ̀. Ó bẹ́tà ju kó wá find out kó nírọ́ ló wà ń bẹ̀ lọ. So ká sòtọ́rọ̀ bí Dino Melaye former senator ní Kogi State. Ó ní if I talk true, I go die. If I lie, I go die. So make I talk truth. It's better than make I lie. So òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ sísọ yóò korò lára ẹni tá a fẹ́ sọ fún ni. Àmọ́ bọ̀wọ́kàn láwọn àyè kan tí ìyẹn ti lè wà diplomatic about it.
Okay.
So irú àwọn àyè kan wà bóyá nínú fámílì èèyàn tẹ́ o pé tẹ́ bá sọ̀rọ̀ yìí ò tọ̀rọ̀ ni o wọ́n tí máa sọ yóò dá lé mi rú. Èèyàn lè ṣe kí ni o èèyàn lè fi ọgbọ́n sí bóyá láàrin ìyàwó sọ́kọ bóyá òkè tí máa sọ̀tọ̀rọ̀ tí máa sọ kí ní bó ṣe rí ọ̀rọ̀ ṣe rí fún ya ẹ̀ yóò rí bákan ẹ lè ra pẹ́pẹ́ ẹ ní fi gbogbo ara parọ́ ni ẹ kàn pẹ́pẹ́ ni pé tó bá di pé ó padà sọ pé ọdẹ níbàyí lọ́rọ̀ ìfẹ́ kó bínú jọ yẹn ni o ìyẹn yàtọ̀ but ká sọ wípé ká wá máa sọ̀rọ̀ ní irú báyìí sọ̀rọ̀ ní bíbá ẹni ká sọ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ bí 1000 wà níbàyí tó yẹ pé ibi àyè tá a ti gbọ́dọ̀ bára sòtọ̀rọ̀ ni a ní láti parọ́ fúnra wa torí a lè parọ́ yẹn tá a gọ́dẹ̀ àfi tíyẹn bá sọ unknowingly pé mi mọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ ìṣẹ̀kẹ́ ni wọ́n sọ wípé I'm not sure of this thing o tó tún wá sọ wípé ó sure fún a lè sọ pé bóyá ènìyàn ó fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn kan pàtẹ́wọ́ fóun lórí sọ so irú ẹni tọ́rọ̀ bá padà rí tó bá padà rí tí ò rí bó ṣe sọ mọ́ lọ́jọ́ iwájú àwọn èèyàn pé irọ́ ló pa fún alọ́jọ́ yẹn so irú àwọn àyè yẹn wọ́n sọ wípé kò sòtítọ́ ó dẹ̀ kó sòtítọ́ fún àjọ yìí àbí ká wà lọ́gnáísẹ́ṣọ̀n ká mọ̀ tán ara jẹ́ pé àwọn kọ́sọ́mà nífẹ̀ẹ́ wa irọ́ tá ń pa tí ó pa wá lára ni instead ká dey face reality pé we need to do something o our customers are going elsewhere o we are in front of the owner of the business tell them the truth we need to fund this business these are the things we're supposed to do we are not doing it customers are moving elsewhere but because you want to save money for the company and you are not telling the owner of the business what he wants to know because you want to save money so irú àwọn àyè kan wà tí wọ́n ti lè fi ọpọlọ sí irú ní ìsìnká sọ pé ọlọ́mọdé kára burú kí wọ́n wá lọ́dọ̀ àwọn èèyàn burúkú bí olè àbí ibi tẹ́ wà yìí tẹ́ bá sọ bó ṣe rí àbí pé tó mọ̀ mí rí kí wọ́n wá sọ pé lóòótọ́ ọmọ ènìyàn ló wá sọ pé lóòótọ́ ọmọ rí òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ni yóò pẹ́ ni ẹ lára yóò dẹ̀ mẹ́ni ẹni ẹ lọ irú àwọn àsìkò yẹn lè pa bóun mẹ́ni ẹ rí àmì ìdáyìí omi ìrírí o irú àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ irú àwọn ọbẹ̀ yẹn lè parọ́ in fact ẹ̀sìn gan gbà láàyè wípé ní tí ó bá máa lẹ̀mí èèyàn lọ èèyàn lè parọ́ lásìkò náà in fact nínú ẹ̀sìn Islam wọ́n ní tó bá ti fẹ́ lẹ̀mí èèyàn lọ wọ́n ní haram máa di àlàálì àti ohun tá a kọ̀ ó máa di ohun tí a fẹ́ lásìkò náà pé ká kọ́kọ́ jẹ haram yẹn tàbá tí wá rí nǹkan tí ó sì
Wow. Master Genie. Oga Kabiru
Oga Kabiru, that was amazing in my Oga language. That was amazing.
He must join us every day. He must join every meeting. You see,
you are loaded. We feel it. I can see the entrance of Sparky Victor, and I can see Sparky.
I'm telling you.
Please let us take people's.
I'm telling you.
Let's hear them. CP. Let's hear them. Àwọn la ní floor every time. Everybody bá lọ tán àwọn náà ṣì ní floor. Àwọn tó lè join wá sí.
Wọ́n máa mọ àwọn.
Please.
network ló lé mi lọ mi mọ bóyá ẹ gbọ́ gbogbo nǹkan tí mo sọ.
A gbọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ pátá.
Hello, Master Genie.
That was amazing and that was full of knowledge.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
No, thank you for that great contribution and submission. Cluster and Fares, over to you, sir. Please, let's move on. Please. Sparky Victor, are you there, sir? You're welcome on today's 36 and Beyond Moral Network. Kindly add your voice on today's call, please. Sparky Victor, are you there?
Thanks so much for accepting me into this Moral Network.
You're very welcome, sir.
Ibla say Sparky Victor, now man of short words. This Oga Victor.
Is that
He just greets, he just mute back.
Is that our take action up? Is that Sparky?
She Oga Swift. I doubt.
Okay.
Oga Swift, now you? I doubt. All right. I doubt. Let's.
Sparky Victor, use the right edge of the screen. You will see something like a microphone to unmute yourself to speak. Okay?
Yes, I've seen it. I was just listening to. I'm just getting to the network, so I want to know what we do here before I start talking.
Oh, now we have another.
Okay.
Yeah, you're welcome in, sir. We do a lot of things here. We are a consortium of technocrats, entrepreneurs, and professionals. And if you look at all the developed countries, these are the three people that develop the country. So you are welcome in. And today, on Saturday by 8 p.m., we normally come on this revolution called the 36 and Beyond Moral Network. That is the 36 state of Nigeria and our morals and the network. So your contribution is always welcome. And on this hub as well, you can create your own hub whereby you can host your own community. You can monetize your community and we can all contribute, you know. So, Cluster Fares, over to you. Let Sparky Victor know what we do on today's call. Thank you.
Yes. Amazing. Yes.
TikTok family, I see you all.
Sparky Kabiru.
You're welcome in, my darling.
All right.
Welcome in.
Sparky Olayinka.
God favor.
I don't know what happened. It's like the network kicked you out at some point, but I believe you were able to grasp the entire story.
Yes, my brother.
And they pay me now. Say now people can't they enter. You understand? I already read out the story like 2 times now. So people just coming in. I don't know how I'm going to help you people. Okay, I think this is what I will, if time permits. Maybe I should just quickly. Run through the story. I'll be very fast. Because I would love that Sparky Victor.
No long thing, no long emphasizing. Let's go to it. Straight to the point. Oh yeah, shoot.
Yeah. All right. You didn't finish what you were saying the other time. I caught you.
But let's go ahead. Yes, there is too many traffic. We have a lot of traffic, so don't let us dull them. Let's go on.
So it is a story for reflection and wisdom. It's a story for, please, if you're not speaking, you can mute. Okay, thank you. It's a story for reflection and wisdom. It's titled The Talking Drum of Truth. There was once a peaceful village nestled between tall trees, flowing rivers, and wide farmlands. Every morning, the sun rose gently over the huts, and the air filled with the sounds of birds singing and children laughing. In this village, life was simple, but it was guided by something very powerful: truth and wisdom. At the center of the village sat a great tree where the elders gathered. Among them was a wise elder respected by all. He was the keeper of something very special, something sacred. It was called the talking drum of truth. This was no ordinary drum. It was believed that whenever it was beaten, truth would be revealed. Hidden things brought to light, secrets uncovered, and honesty made clear for all to see. Now, in this same village, lived a young boy named Kofi. Kofi was clever, he was strong, and he had great potential. But there was one problem. Kofi was impatient. He often watched as other young people in the village were praised for their honesty, their hard work, and their character. And deep inside him, something began to grow. Envy. One day, as he sat alone, he spoke quietly to himself. Why must I wait so long to be respected? Why must I struggle when others are being praised? There must be a faster way. Not long after, Kofi heard whispers among the villagers about the talking drum of truth. They say it reveals everything. They say nothing can be hidden from it. And suddenly an idea formed in his mind. If I had that drum, Kofi thought, I could become important. I could gain respect quickly. The next day, Kofi went to meet the elder. He bowed his head slightly and said, Sir, I have heard about the talking drum. I wish to learn from it. The elder looked at him carefully. He saw beyond Kofi's words into his heart. And he said, this drum does not belong to those who seek shortcuts. It belongs to those who honor truth. Kofi forced a smile, a small smile, all right? I only wish to learn, he replied. But the elder shook his head gently. Truth is not a tool for gain, he said. It is a path for growth. Kofi left, but his heart was not at peace. That night, while the village slept and the moon shone softly in the sky, Kofi crept quietly toward the elder's hut. Step by step, slowly, carefully, until he found it, the talking drum. Without thinking twice, he took it and disappeared into the darkness. At first, everything seemed to go exactly as Kofi had hoped. He began to beat the drum in secret and then in public. Each time, hidden truths were revealed. People's secrets came out, mistakes were exposed, private matters became public. The villagers were shocked. How does he know all this? They wondered. Soon, people began to notice Kofi. They talked about him, they feared him, some even admired him, and Kofi smiled. He thought, now I am important. But something was wrong, very wrong, because as the days passed, the village began to change. Friends stopped trusting each other, families began to argue, people became afraid to speak freely. Laughter faded, peace disappeared. The village that once lived in unity began to fall apart. And even Kofi was not spared. One and revealed something that hurt his closest friend deeply. The pain in his friend's eyes was something he could not ignore. Slowly, people began to withdraw from Kofi. They avoided him, they no longer trusted him, they no longer welcomed him, and then something even stranger happened. Each time Kofi beat the drum, its sound began to change. It no longer sounded clear, it became harsh, distorted, unsettling. One evening, Kofi sat alone. No friends, no praise, no peace. And for the first time, he realized the truth. Omoto, tipa tipa. I wanted respect, he said quietly, but I have brought pain. With a heavy heart, he picked up the drum and walked back to the elder. He fell to his knees. I am sorry, he said. I wanted to be seen, but I have destroyed what mattered most. The elder looked at him not with anger, but with understanding. And he said, trust must be guided by love, patience, and responsibility. The next day, in front of the entire village, Kofi returned the drum. He apologized. Not with igberaga, not with excuses, but with sincerity. And from that day on, he began again. He helped others, he spoke kindly, he chose patience over shortcuts. Oneburu. Slowly, very slowly, the village began to heal. Trust returned, laughter came back, peace was restored. And Kofi, he finally earned something far greater than quick praise. He earned true respect. Finally, one evening, the elder gathered the children and spoke these words. Wisdom is not in knowing the truth alone, but in knowing what to do with it. And so the talking drum returned to silence, but its message continued to echo in every heart that chose truth with wisdom. So that's the story. And without wasting time, I think we need to just jump to the second question. Second question is, do you think Kofi later did the right thing? Do you think Kofi later did the right thing? Or do you think did he swallow his pride humbly? Did he swallow his pride humbly? So, Sparky Victor, our newest Victor, because we have other Victors. We have one Victor, we have one senior Victor Awu, Victor Nadi, we have another Victor Swift,
Great Victor.
And now we have another Victor. So, Sparky Victor, please, can you quickly, or let me give him another question. Okay, let me ask this question. How does society misuse knowledge or information today?
0 people day.
I think this is, yes. How does society misuse knowledge or information today? Are you there?
Yes. Yes, I'm here.
All right,
how
please jump on it quickly.
Okay, how does society misuse knowledge and information today?
How does society misuse knowledge or information today?
Okay, so first off, I can start with this way. Let me start in my university. So in school we have there are different groups of students that do different things, and most of our students are usually on Telegram and social media platforms. Now there are sometimes where the school send us messages that we normally use for to pass information around. Now some students end up misusing that information to blackmail other people, can use that information to take advantage of other people in certain cases. So that way I believe that way that they are misusing that information. They're not exactly using it the right way to actually like benefit them. They may not see it in the positive way. They may not see exactly how, or misusing too can also be in a way that you will not properly use that information. Like let's say somebody is trying to learn how to build something, and he comes across he comes across some like a documentation on how to build, let's say, a robot. He comes with documentation on using software like ROS to use it, but he does not use it raw, or he doesn't actually sit down to learn how to use that. He's to me, I see it as one not even taking advantage of that knowledge. He's misusing that information, or I see it that way. That's my answer.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Sparky Victor. Thank you for your honest
You're welcome.
opinion. Yes, thank you.
Short, but that was filled with details for those that understand.
Benny. So, it will interest you to note, or everyone to note, that on this platform, if you can give us a tale in Larubawa or in Barutin language, we allow it, provided we understand or we can get interpretation of what you understand. So that's why it encompasses all the states. All right, it encompasses all the states. So it is for all states or every state. All right, it is for everyone. It is not for Fares alone. It is not for Mr. Kayode's Spark Kayode's it's not for Spark Kayode alone. So you see, on this platform, we let people give their own opinion or their own summation, of course. And I forwarded a message, and I encourage people to, everybody cannot speak at the same time. You understand?
100%.
There will come a time will be like 100, 200,
Yeah.
on the platform. And best way we can get everyone's submission is to use the comment section. Yes. If we have our own, you have an idea or something just dropped in your mind, just feel free. Don't hesitate. Just put it there. But if you keep quiet, or maybe there's no opportunity for you to unmute and add your voice, then we will not hear it. We will not have it. So without talking too much, I want us to know that this platform is for everybody, whether you are a Yoruba person,
or you are Igbo, or you are Hausa, or you're Fulani, you're Efik. It's a room for every one of us. I think Cluster Fares is having a network link. Spakiola Inka, are you there? Please give us your take on today's 36 and Beyond Mura Network. You have heard Sparky Victor. You've heard Sparky and Cluster Fares. Spakiola Inka, are you there? Thank you so much for always being here with us. Let us hear your take on today's 36 and Beyond Mura Network. Are you there, ma? Clusteran Olayinka. Okay. I think she's currently busy or not able to unmute. But if you're there, if you can hear us and you wish to add your submission, if you're struggling with the unmute button, you can go out and come back in. The 36 and Beyond Mura Network is for all of us. This is not just for teachers. It is not just for students. It is not just for, daddies or mommies. It's for every one of us so that we are able to give our contribution. The world that we live in today, instead of us sitting down and complaining, we have a chance to vote and contribute. And this is how it all happens. And you can see how the 36 and Beyond Moral Network is even connecting us more and more with our fellow brothers and sisters. And that is how the other revolutions has been doing. So it is a Real deal, you know. I can see you. You're back in Cluster Fares. It's your call. Over to you, sir.
It is our call. It's
100.
our call. Thank you for standing in the gap, sir. Master Genie, thank you very much. And I'm so sorry about the video we couldn't play, but trust me, we're gonna have it come
It's not
next
about
week.
sorry. Everybody here can contribute now. $1. Everybody. How many of us are on this call? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5. That's $5. That will make a video.
I get you.
Mm-hmm.
Noted. All right. Okay. What role? Let's handle this last question. Okay. I want somebody who's going to be very fast. Okay. Let me ask.
Master Genie. Who can be faster than the genie? Even you, the old, not be fast enough as Genie. I'm here. Yeah, fast Genie. Go ahead, host. We can hear you. Throw your question. Apologies, everyone. I think my host is having network glitch. President Fares, are you there? We cannot hear you. And President Debbie, thank you for the like.
I think it's having network challenges.
Yeah, I think so too. May God help our nation, Nigeria. May God give our global president the capacity to give us our own network. People are filled with knowledge, they are filled with information that they want to share, but the network can be so unfortunate to belittle our production and the shared interest that we have, but because of our good mind, nothing can belittle us. That's what I know. Crossing Fares, are you back in? Can you hear us? This is the 36 and Beyond Moral Network. In case you don't know why or what this is about, if you were into the family that watched TV, let's say 20, 30 years ago, you will know the Tales by Moonlight that NTA will play, where all of us will learn morals, where they will share a story for us to learn morals from. That is what this call is all about. Hate it or love it, this is an important call for every parent, every young parent right now. I myself, I am a parent, and I would love my child to listen to this because you know what? We are losing a lot of morals because nobody is teaching it. But the Global Clusters platform and the Sparkles has taken it upon itself to share the morals and the normal culture that we need for us to thrive and to become a better person and to do better, as a person. This is the Global Clusters platform where we are saying instead of end SARS, instead of end bad governance, instead of end city boy, instead of protesting and causing chaos and destroying lives and property, let us come together as a clusterian. What do you know? Waiting you, Sabi. What do you know how to do? How can you contribute positively to humanity? That is what we are chasing on the Global Clusters and the Sparkles platform. You understand? The Spark that we are on right now, you all can see, you're logging in, you can hear me. If you're having network glitch, it's not a problem, it's a technical problem because technical things are not, 100% perfect, but it is working. It is working. If you message me, if you call me, I'll be talking directly to you. So what else do we need? Facebook does not give us the 100% access like this. You don't even have access to your own information on Facebook. Do you understand? Unless you're a big person that you have billions, in stake, and then they will respond to you. But if you are nobody, let somebody use your picture on Facebook. Go and write Facebook now. They're not going to respond to you. It's going to take time. But we are saying we have the Spark Up now. This is our own. Proudly Nigerian, proudly African. The Spark Ups is not just a virtual meeting.
Hello? Yes, am I being heard?
Yes, we are being heard. You are being heard.
Oh no, it's not. Okay, you can hear me now. That's been taking me in and out. Okay. I believe Master Genie has been filling in the gap and stuff like that. Okay, so let me try from this network will still be favorable. All right, I wanted Sparky Kabiru to quickly jump on the question.
Okay, I'm with you. Hello?
Cluster Fares. Oh.
He has left again.
Yes. That network is not doing me a good justice at all. I believe he had a question he wanted to ask you, but you know what? I want to say a great thank you to you for being here. I know it's not easy for anyone to take out of their time at this. This is weekend now. Some people are busy drinking Gouda, anything, or something better. You choose your time to be here to contribute positively to humanity. So I want to say a great thank you to you.
Network, they do not you.
Cluster and Fares, we can hear you now.
I think I'm back.
You are back, yes.
Okay, you can hear me now.
Yes.
All right. Let's we are winding up gradually. Yes, it's almost 10 p.m. Tomorrow is a Sunday, and network again. All right.
Don't worry, don't let network. Yeah, ask your question because Cluster and Kabiru network is standard. One boy, one bit. Yeah, talk.
All right. The question is, what role does leadership, all right? What role does leadership, like the elder, play in guiding younger generations? What role? According to that story, yes. What role does leadership, like the elder? Please, you have 2 minutes. 2 minutes. All right.
Okay. So can anybody hear me? Please confirm so that I will know that
we can hear you loud and clear. We can hear
you. All right. Okay. Leadership role, is very, very important in upbringing of.
Let's mute for him. Is there Queen here?
Okay, please let's mute, please. Okay, so leadership role is very, very key. As the header, based on as the header who has had experience, who has been, there before, as a young person, they know the right thing for the young one that is growing up. When we were there, there are a lot of things that if you have the time to go back, we wouldn't have done it. But we have done that, and that has already passed us by. So as a leader, it is our role to tell them when they are doing this, that this is not the right thing at this stage. If you do this, this is what you are going to get. If you do this, this is what you are going to get. We need to be telling the young ones what they should do today so they can get these results following day. But the moment, they are just doing what they wish to do, they are not thinking of tomorrow, they are not managing their times, they just, the society, will be what we don't want it to be. But if you can guide them, say the truths, read your book, don't do this, do this, so that your tomorrow will be better. At the end of the day, the society will be better. So as a leader, our job is to guide the young ones that are growing up, use our own mistake to teach them what they are supposed to do so that their tomorrow not be what we as a leader don't want them to be, so that society can be good. Thank you.
Thank you,
Amazing.
Sparky Kabiru. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. Before we go, Sparky Raymond, please unmute. I just want to be sure you have good network where you are. Just unmute and respond then.
Sparky Raymond, are you there? Please kindly unmute your mic, or you can leave your submission in the comment section so that we know that you can hear us. Okay, I think Sparky, they have left now. Thank you so much, everyone who has contributed. Where is Sparky Fares now? President Fares. President Fares.
Hello.
Hello, President Fares. We can hear you.
Well done, everyone.
Hello, CP. President Fares.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello?
Hello.
This is Sparky Raymond.
Thank you, Sparky Raymond. You're welcome in, sir.
I've learned a little thing from what the elder said. Now, I think is on point. If only the elders can live by example.
Yeah.
I believe it is easier to learn by what people see than what we just say. So it's a pleasure being on. I'm glad to join this resolution. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Sparky Raymond. That was amazing. At least we're able to hear your voice, and I'm sure the whole world can see that we are not using AI to generate voices. We are not using AI to generate people's contribution. So this is amazing. And yes, the better future that we all want starts with us. And this is how we can do it, by our own contribution, morally, intellectually, and collectively. Our global president, sir, I see your presence and I see that you are with us, with everything. Christina Fares might be struggling with the network right now. And I believe today's 36 Beyond Moral Network has been amazing. We have learned a lot. And I'm so proud of this, community. Hearing Sparky Raymond, hearing Sparky Victor, hearing Sparky that's good, has been amazing. So it means that the more we, keep ourselves together to do this, the more we can get more people, and the more we can make a better nation for ourselves. This is not just for Ambassador Adekunle Badmus alone. We all can see that the more we are taking charge, the more we are getting more people, and the more we can add value. We want a better Nigeria. We want a better Africa. The only people that can do better Nigeria and better Africa is, us. Me, I'm a Nigerian. The Nigerian that I want starts from me. I'm African. The African that I want starts from me. And that's what we are doing. I believe Christina Fares is backing now. Sorry about the network link. So kindly unmute your mic and, talk to us and let us, free you and give the end of the call today. Many people have been talking while you were away. Christina Raymond has already spoken as well. So if you miss that,
Okay.
he has given his submission, and it's an amazing moment to be on this call today for every one of us. Yes.
All right. Thank you, Master Genie. No problems. Thank you, Sparky Raymond. Thank you, Sparky Victor. Thank you, Sparky Kabiru. Special thanks to the global president. Special thanks to Master Genie. Thank you, everyone. Please always join us. I know Master Genie already said that. Maybe it was when he was saying it, the network pinged me, or you understand. So always join us. It is every Saturday, 8 p.m. All right, every Saturday by the grace of God, every Saturday, and we have our schedule. Why am I hearing myself? Okay, we have our schedule already mapped out for every revolution. Okay, every day we have meetings. Okay, I am going to send it to this platform. I'll send it to the other platforms. Yeah, on our WhatsApp is always sent there. It has been pinned there so that we can, if everyone has it, we don't need to be talking about it, mentioning it. Like, you understand? Of course, we have many things. We have a whole lot of stuff to talk about, to do. This is nation building. So we shouldn't be, everyone should have that schedule. We have been sending it, has been pinned. And I'll try as much as possible to send it to the platform. So everyone should have it. You should just have it, keep it somewhere. So I don't have to start telling you Monday, Tuesday. I may not even remember to say it. But once you have it, serious-minded people, will always go for what they want, or will always, you understand? So that's that. I want to appreciate everyone for tonight, and thank you all for joining. Those joining us for the first time, we are glad to have you. Master Genie has said a lot. I know he said some stuff when my network was not stable. I trust him for that, so I don't have to go over that again. So, in closing, I would like to say that trust must be guided by wisdom. That's how we're going to end tonight's 36 and beyond moral session or network story, that we have given to everybody, or we have given to the world. So truth must be guided by wisdom. I want you to take note, hold on to it. Shortcuts often lead to long-term consequences.
Okay.
Hold on to that as well. Integrity builds lasting respect. All right. Integrity is very, very important. Very, very profound. Okay. Community harmony depends on responsible actions. So nothing works by magic. Or, well, things can happen. Yeah, magic, but it will not last. Abracadabra, you have just tried to make something work out, and you have not applied the proper principle or the needed, what will make the foundation solid, strong. You cannot erect a building on a weak foundation and expect it to last. It will crumble, or is it crumble we call it now? It will just, everything will just fall apart one day. You understand? So the foundation of a building has to be solid. If you want whatever is going to be put on it, if it's going to last. So it's the foundation, our foundation, the foundation of a building. Let me put it that way. The foundation of a building, in fact, is the number one, is the major, factor to be considered, the very first to consider, or to be considered. All right. So tomorrow is a Sunday, and we're going to be having people to people revolution, 5 p.m. All right, 5 p.m. Nigerian time, 5 p.m. So tomorrow is going to be Easter Sunday, and we're going to be having people to people. So me to you, you to me, you to people in your caring for people, showing kindness, little acts of kindness.
Hello, CP. We cannot hear you. We lost you there. Can you hear me? Thank you, everyone who has been on today's 36 and Beyond Moral Network. A great shout out, a great thank you to our global president of the Global Clusters. Thank you for always being there. Thank you for this great platform. Sparky Perez, I can see you are back in. Can you hear me so you can end the call? CP, can you hear me?
Okay. All right. Your voice is breaking, but I think okay. So let me just finish up. Master Junior, I can't hear you well. It's breaking. If you can hear me, you can mute. I think my network is clear now, so I can just wrap up. I can hear you. It's breaking. Okay. So join us tomorrow 5 p.m. for People to People Revolution. Just locate the hub, People to People, and become a member. Then once it is 5 p.m.,
Like Mama.
you just log in, or you can even before 5 p.m.
Happy
you can
birthday.
just
Happy
log in.
birthday.
All right.
Don't worry. I owe you.
And what else? All right, that'll be all for now. So we normally ask
Birthday to you.
a question or two. Who are we?
You're right.
We're a consortium of professionals,
Happy birthday.
rising technocrats, emerging entrepreneurs, and visionaries united by one clear mission to share accurate knowledge that empowers industries, strengthens nations, and shapes the future. Why do we exist?